Hello, this is StyleCon coming at you again with another video. This is going to be like a part two-ish to a video I just put out on how luxury watches don't always equate to quality watches. There's a gentleman that left a comment and it sparked a thought. Richard Mill 2001, I believe, that's his handle on YouTube here. And it got me thinking because he brought up Richard Mill and how they make a durable product with any of these luxury watches. Richard Mill, Patek. You'll want to be careful with these, but what's a good indicator? And I haven't seen anybody talk about this in videos either, so maybe this could spark some comments from other YouTubers. But your case thickness has a lot to do with how delicate your watch will be, but that's not the only other thing. The thing is how many moving parts are also inside that case. I like the new Patek, I forget what it's called now, their anniversary watch, but it's 2.5 million or something like that, 2.6, which is way out of my ballpark. But you notice how thick that case is, but now it has a lot of complications inside of it. And when you put that many complications inside of a watch like that, guess what happens? You have to thin out the parts. So instead of a part being 3 millimeters, you might have to shave it down to a millimeter just so you can make sure you can get all these parts inside of this case. And then that's when it can really come into play. So I mean, if you have a thicker watch, say like a Rolex, a Breitling, and as long as the manufacturer makes these movements where they fit, to the height of the case, it's more likely going to be a better quality of movement, because you don't have to thin the parts out. I like the Patek Nautilus, which I think is a nice looking watch. I mean, not my style, it's a little old manish for me, but it's a nice watch. And why I don't really classify it as a sports watch, even though Patek says that it is because look how thin that case is. I mean, say if that movement has 150 parts, 200 parts in it, because it's so thin, they actually have to thin the parts out. And say if you take a Rolex or a Panerai, those cases are thicker. So the parts, say if it has the same number of parts, 150, 200 parts, and if you put the movement side by side, if the manufacturer is making them correctly, the movement for the Rolex, the movement on the Panerai should be thicker than the movement, say, on the Patek Nautilus. So that's one of those things you definitely want to check out when you're buying your luxury wristwatches. And if you can afford to buy these highly complicated watches, how many parts does it have in it, and how thick the case is, and how thin the parts are so they can fit inside of these cases. Once again, this is StyleCon. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. If you like, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.